So for those of you who don't know, my go-to iPhone, basically the iPhone that I use on an everyday basis, is basically my iPhone 13 Pro. It's a solid phone. I love it a lot, and it definitely has, helped me out in so many different ways. And I do think this was probably the biggest upgrade on an iPhone we've seen, probably since like the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 10 or the iPhone 7 plus the iPhone 10, whichever way you look at it. And I cannot stop using my iPhone 13 Pro. It is probably one of my favorite phones, probably of all time, and it easily is my favorite go-to device. And the weird thing is, I actually do own the iPhone 14 Pro. I've talked about this a lot, but I purchased the iPhone 14 Pro back in September when it first came out, and I've used it here and there, but I never actually fully switched to it. My go-to device that I still use on an everyday basis is my iPhone 13 Pro. And there's a couple reasons for this. For one, this device was, I feel like, very similar to the 14 Pro. Although the dynamic island and the camera upgrade was pretty cool, everything else about the 13 Pro screamed to me that it was still a really good phone, and I just didn't really feel the need to switch over to my 14 Pro. I'd still use the 14 Pro for videos and stuff, but for all my other things, I would probably just go ahead and use my 13 Pro. That's kind of the main thing I kind of thought about. However, this kind of started making me think about the iPhone 15 series. And when the iPhone 15 Pro comes out, I'm obviously going to purchase it. I'm going to review it and everything. But what is that going to mean when with my iPhone 13 Pro? Am I no longer going to use my iPhone 13 Pro anymore? Or am I going to go and switch over to my 15 Pro? And as of right now, I genuinely do not know. I kind of think that with my 13 Pro, I'm going to feel the need to upgrade to my 15 Pro because my 13 Pro, it doesn't have any issues, but the battery health is kind of going down and totally normal. It's kind of happens maybe like around 5% every year. And it's probably going to be down like 10%, by the time I upgrade to my 15 Pro. So I would probably go and upgrade to a 15 Pro at that moment. But even then, I'm not 100% too sure. I look at a device like the iPhone 13 Pro. I feel it on my hands. I take it outside of the case sometimes. And I am very, very shocked and very surprised how good of a job Apple did with this device. Although, like I said, it wouldn't be my first device, I would go back to, it is a device that is definitely almost perfect. And I definitely do think if you have all the money in the world, go for the iPhone 14 Pro. But personally for me, I am in love with my 13 Pro, and it's almost been 2 years since this phone has came out, and I've been able to keep it in pretty decent condition. I've dropped this phone a lot, but luckily no major cracks. It's still a very, very good looking phone, and I'm a massive fan of it. And honestly, I just can't stop using it, which is the funniest thing ever. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.